Why isn't the fridge running? Excuse me.
You better go catch it.
Is your refrigerator running?
No.
Well, you better go catch it. Oh, it's my punchline. Okay, go away. Hi everyone, it's Katie. I'm here today. I'm really excited because I placed an order with Honest Beauty and I've never tried their products before. I'm a huge fan of Jessica Alba. I actually saw her at Disneyland one time while I was working and I just stopped and stared because she is pure perfection, but that's beside the point. She has like her Honest Company range of products that I've used here and there, like household items, cleaning supplies, paper towels, random things of that nature. But she recently launched her beauty line, which obviously is right up my alley. So I placed my first order. It was like a Black Friday special. What she does is she has these things called bundles, and so you can choose any 3 items to be in your bundle. It's $50 and then it's a monthly bundle, and then they would like resend it to you. You can make changes or cancel it or whatever, but that's the concept. If you want to add another item, they give it to you. I think it's like 20% off or something. There's a discount for each additional item you add. So I ended up getting 3 items in my bundle. I added one on, and then because it was Black Friday, I got a free product as well. I'm going to just show you these products first, and then I'm going to actually do a first impressions and put them on, because as you can probably tell, I'm wearing pretty much no makeup at all. So let's jump in. First thing that I got was this. Michael's creeping down the hallway. It's okay, you can walk like normal. This is called the Elevated Hydration Replenishing Mist. I've had really dry skin lately, and so I was really intrigued by having a hydrating facial spray. I wonder if it'll be along the lines of the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. We shall see. This is 3.4 fluid ounces. It has chamomile and calendula. Oh, that is an ingredient in a Kiehl's toner that I have used before. It has aloe vera, hyaluronic acid. It's supposed to lock in moisture, and it says it's ideal for use after cleansing and throughout the day. I actually think this might be along the lines of MAC Fix Plus, not so much an actual makeup setting spray, but just like a hydration, reinvigorating type of spray. So I'm excited for that. Another thing that I got was this Everything Primer Luminous Base. This one is 1 fluid ounce, so it's kind of smaller than I think I anticipated. A cute little primer guide here. It says illuminate your skin and minimize the appearance of pores with this multitasking primer. Cool. She also had foundation, and it's a cream foundation, which I've never used before and I just was really interested in. It's the Everything Cream Foundation. This is in the shade Snow, which I really love because I love Snow White. It is the fairest shade that they had in the whole range. Comes in a compact like so. Oh, very interesting. Okay, we'll get into that, but it has a sponge underneath, and then this doesn't even really look like a cream, it looks like a powder, but like I said, I'm going to apply all this anyway. Then I figured I had to pick up some of her eyeshadows. Eyeshadows are such like a classic staple, in my opinion, for makeup and for beauty junkies, and so it's always great to test the formula and pigmentation and all that good stuff of different eyeshadows. So this is a little trio. I got mine in Truly Enticing Smoky Gray. I do actually really like cool toned shadows. I'm kind of a cool toned gal, so this would be great for just like a basic smoky eye. And that's really cool. It does come with a mirror, which is nice. Then the item that I got for free for Black Friday was this. It is the Truly Kissable Lip Crayon. This was in the shade Sheer Chestnut Kiss. And it's just this pretty little lip crayon. It's this nice reflective silver packaging, and it looks like a nice mid-tone nudie brown kind of a shade. So I'm gonna test all these products out right now, and I brought a couple of little extras out like mascara and things that are not Honest Beauty so that I can complete my makeup for today. We're gonna start out with the Everything Primer Luminous Base. So it has kind of like a squeegee tube here. Oh, very interesting. The color, whoops, is actually, I figured it was gonna be white. It's kind of like a colored base. Let's put this on. I'm literally using like the viewfinder as my mirror, so this will be interesting. It has a scent to it. I don't even know what that smells like. Kind of like a plant of some kind. What's in this? Hyaluronic acid, botanical peptide, peony root, orange flower water. So yeah, like some kind of floral plant-like things. I don't think I even really mentioned this, but Jessica Alba and the Honest Company and Honest Beauty, their whole thing is products that are good for you, that are environmentally friendly, that don't have a whole bunch of additives and unhealthy, weird things in them. They're very natural and they're still supposed to be just amazing quality. Michael's cousin Leah, who I mentioned in my Vlogmas video, might know more about it than I do actually. She's super into the whole natural beauty and natural product thing. So anyway, that's kind of the background on her line. I'm gonna actually add a little bit more just because I feel like I didn't get enough. It does have kind of just like a watery texture. But when you put it on, it feels kind of balmy. Okay, cool. I did actually already put an Urban Decay eyeshadow primer on my eyes too so that we can test out those shadows. And I'm gonna do the shadow next because I don't want the fallout to get on my face. Of course I forgot an eyeshadow brush. Please hold. So we open our little thing. Again, it does have a mirror, which is really convenient, so I'll probably use that right now. The packaging is like cardboard, and it just feels very travel friendly, like durable still, but you know, just nice. Right off the bat, oh wow, just swatching that, it is incredibly soft, creamy, pigmented, those words that we hear on YouTube 100,000 times, but it is. They're really soft, buttery. Ooh, that is a very black. It does feel slightly less creamy than that gray shade, but it's still really nice and applies really opaque. And then this third shade looks a little bit more on the shimmery side. Similar to this third shade here reminds me of Verve by Urban Decay, if you're familiar with that. I'm just gonna do a very basic eyeshadow look and just kind of test these out. So let's go in with this gray one on the crease. They are very pigmented, so you kind of have to be careful. Ooh, but they blend really well. Reminds me quite a bit actually of the Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette. Quite a bit, especially because in that palette they're all mattes, and these two here I feel like are very similar to shades that we have in there. Okay, so first impression, I really like this. It is incredibly pigmented and you don't need a whole lot, but at the same time it is blendable, so it's not like you're gonna be in too much of a pickle if you put too much on. It's really working easily into the eye. Side note, this brush from e.l.f. costs $1. $1, and it's the best brush of life. I'll throw it in a favorites video sometime. Okay, that's what we have so far. Let's go in now with this little more taupey shimmery shade. I'm gonna put this one on the lid. Wow, I'm really impressed with these shadows. Mind you, this is just a first impression, and I'm literally working just in like this tiny little mirror sitting on a chair. Like, this is not obviously my normal setup of where I get ready, but I'm super impressed. They actually don't have very much fallout at all, yet they manage to be very pigmented and pack a big punch. To be honest, this was the thing that I was not that excited about when ordering, but figured I needed to include some shadows to get an opinion on those, but I'm actually really happy that I got this. I'm gonna go back in with that gray shade, deepen up the crease again. So here we have it so far. It doesn't really have a brow bone shade, so I probably should have grabbed one. I could put that taupey one on there, but I don't know, maybe I will. Maybe I'll use the shimmer that I have down here. So now, just for the sake of using all of them, I'm gonna test out the black now in the corner. Smoke it out a little bit more. Probably more smoky than I would really care for at this time of day, but that's okay. I'm focusing on the outer corner and then just bringing it into the crease. This one is definitely the, I guess you could say, the chalkiest of the three, but even so, it does not have much fallout at all, and it is very blendable. This is really impressive, actually. So this is without cleaning up anything, and just a first right off the bat. I actually really like these shadows a lot. I'm gonna go in with this blending brush here and just kind of blend out the whole look. These are great. Like, this would be a great little basic trio to go with. You know, these are gonna be some staple basic colors. It's always great to have a black. This shimmery one could be during the day, throw in some of this gray in your crease, like you really could get a good variety out of this, even though it's only 3 simple shades. All right, I'm sold on the shadows. I'm just gonna clean up a tiny bit under my eye with this little makeup wipe. Normally I use Q-tips. For my brow bone, normally I would put something on there as well, but again, I don't really have anything right now, so I think I'm just gonna leave it as is. Now it's time for the foundation. Again, this is a cream foundation. This will be interesting. I have no idea if this is gonna match my color or what, but let's go. Comes with this little makeup sponge. I never really use these, but it's here and I don't have any other brush here with me, so let's test it out. One thing I noticed right away is I don't really like that this is, I mean, it sticks out at the bottom, but then I feel like it's hard to get to the product. This doesn't open further than that 90-degree angle, so it's kind of hard to use the mirror. That's probably just a silly complaint, but I just wish that when you push this back, that this whole thing didn't come back with it. But let's go in. It's a very interesting texture. I just stuck my finger in it. It feels powdery, but like, I guess also creamy. Okay, so I'm trying to just use my sponge here, but it's hard to pick up the product. I should really test this with a brush because this is not going so well so far. Okay, upon applying it, I like it. It seems like the color's matching. But again, this sponge and this mirror is just kind of hard to work with. And the product itself does feel kind of tough. It's like kind of hard to get to like warm up and have it be creamy on your face. Let me go grab a foundation brush real quick. This is a little Sephora brand foundation brush. Let's attempt to do this. I definitely think it's picking up more of the product. Okay. I like the way it's going on. Still think it's kind of a hard product to work with, just given its formula. Let's see if you can even see that. It's just interesting because it is a cream, but it's a thick cream, you know, it's not a liquid. That's for sure. Not that it claims to be one. I don't know if I can really tell. Again, I'm looking in the viewfinder. I do look a little bit ghostly now, but I also am a little bit ghostly. And normally I kind of warm up the skin with bronzer. Okay, I'm gonna use this little MAC sponge to kind of like set it a little better. I wonder how this would go on with a beauty blender. I actually just got a beauty blender. Haven't tried it yet, but I know everyone loves them, so I'm excited. What do we think? I can't really tell. I think it matches my skin. I think it's a little on the fair side, but that's just how I am, and I can warm up with bronzer. I think I like it. The coverage seems like it's like a light to medium. It's slightly difficult to work with, like I said, but so far so good. I like the shadow the best though so far. I only have 2 of the Honest Beauty products left, so first I'm gonna just put on a bit of bronzer and blush, and maybe the tinted brow gel and the mascara. Then we're gonna go in with our setting spray and the lip. Benefit Hoola bronzer, one of my faves. So this should give me some color, hopefully. Bring me back to life a little bit. My makeup probably looks cray because I'm using like these tiny weird little mirrors that I never normally use. Just using a little kabuki brush. Oh gosh. I need a blending brush out here, man, in the worst way. This is like the no mirror makeup challenge. Got a blending brush. Just kind of blending everything together. I'm gonna take just a basic MAC blush. Didn't bring the right brush for this either, so we're really getting creative here. I did just notice one thing though about this eyeshadow packaging. Because it's cardboard, it's already getting a little messy with like any of the fallout of the shadow, so I don't love that, but it happens. I'm gonna put on a pop of one of my favorite highlighters. This is by MAC. It's the Mineralize Skinfinish in Soft and Gentle. Right on the tops of the cheekbones. product I've mentioned several times, the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper Tinted Brow Gel, just to give me some more definition. And the last thing that I'll do before we jump into those last two Honest Beauty products will be mascara. This is my Lancome Hypnose Drama. Normally I would wear eyeliner with a smoky eye look like this, but it's like 2:30 in the afternoon. It's fine. Okay, we're about done. We just need the lip and then the makeup setting spray, or whatever, the spray, face spray. Because again, I don't know if it's like specifically supposed to set your makeup. We're gonna go in with the Chestnut Kiss Little Balm Kissable Lip Crayon. This is not necessarily the color that I would normally wear with like this eye look, but again, the point is just to kind of test all these products. Doesn't really smell like too much. It says it has coconut oil, muryu butter, and shea butter. So it's really moisturizing. That's about it. And it is a twist up product, so you don't need a pencil sharpener, which is good. Goes on really smooth. Feels good. Now it is mostly sheer, but I do like that it still has some good color. It feels opaque enough. Really easy to apply. I really like this. It probably doesn't look like too much because again, it is a pretty nude color, but I like just how simple and easy that is to apply. I'm a fan. Thanks, Black Friday. Now for the face spray. I'm so excited. I've been so into face sprays lately, especially because this one is supposed to be for hydration, which I have been dehydrated. I always like to wait a fair amount of time after I do my makeup before I spray anything on my face, because if your mascara is even remotely still wet, it will like get up on your eyelids or it can just get messy. So I like to give it a second. While I'm waiting on the back of this bottle, it gives more insight to the whole Honest Beauty mission or whatever. And so it says, honestly free of alcohol, parabens, phthalates, formaldehyde, PEGs, mescaline something something, something, fragrances, and dyes. So clearly a list of things that I couldn't pronounce fully, which they say you shouldn't put things you can't even pronounce into your body, onto your skin, anything like that. So again, free of bad things and full of good things, just to put it simply. Okay. Kind of need to figure out how fine the mist is first. Woo! I personally like to douse myself in face sprays. I like it. It smells nice. Again, it kind of has that like botanical, natural scent to it like the face primer did. It is not as fine of a mist as like the Urban Decay setting sprays are. Those things have like the finest mists ever. So it does feel a little bit like more wet, I guess. You know, it kind of drips down, but it's not a huge deal. You just kind of fan yourself off. Give it a second to dry. Like I said, be mindful of your mascara or things that might smear. I like it though. Let me see if I can see myself in a mirror at all. I can definitely see that it adds some luminosity. So that does it for the first impressions, haul, review, demo, etc. All in all, I will say that I was really impressed with the line. I do like the concept that it is all natural products, all things that are good for you. Everything smelled really nice and felt nice. Obviously, I haven't really had a chance to test out the longevity of all these products or anything like that, so I can kind of keep you updated in regards to that. But so far, so good. I would say that actually, the secret all-star of the group was the eyeshadow trio. just because, as I mentioned, I wasn't that excited to buy the eyeshadows. They didn't appeal to me that much online, but I bought them because I feel like eyeshadows are a good way to kind of represent a brand, if you know what I mean. Like, eyeshadows are just like kind of a staple thing. So if the brand has a good quality eyeshadow, then I would say it's more or less safe to assume that everything else is also going to be good. I don't know, I kind of just made that up right now, but I feel like it makes sense. I loved the eyeshadows. I really like the face spray. The foundation is cool. I'm gonna need to work with it some more. The lip product, I mean, everything, honestly. The primer was cool, all of it. So far so good. 2 thumbs up for Miss Jessica Alba. And if you guys liked this video, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you wanna see more. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing awesome, and I'll talk to you later. Love you, bye.